this a Malice in the Palace type thing.
Yeah.
I heard, but let me get it right. Did this happen like off the rip in the game?
Like this shit happened like the first 20 seconds of the game.
Like right after tip off.
Yeah, like the first they went down the first time. That thing they came back the next time, and that shit just popped off.
That's crazy, son.
Like, these niggas were grabbing on each other, colleges, swinging
I
each other.
Yeah, I saw Clay and old boy. It probably wouldn't have got. It probably wouldn't have been as bad if the benches didn't clear.
Yeah.
Like if Clay and old boy just kind of like, all right, like get a couple texts, we'll keep it moving. But that thing there looked
like it because we talking about the choke. I mean the shit that happened last night.
Yeah,
between the Timberwolves and the
Warriors. Yeah,
or the Warriors.
Yeah,
like it was just I don't know. I think like he was trying to play defense and he was trying to. I guess he was trying to swim over or some shit like that, and he grabbed the collar.
Yeah.
And for some, I don't know what the hell happened, why Clay did that shit, but Clay just grabbed this shit and just started grabbing each other. You know what I'm saying?
It looked like one of them, like, you tussle for the ball, somebody grab you.
Yeah.
So grab them, and you kind of like, hey, wait a minute. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, wait a minute.
But see, my thing is with the whole thing, like, the nigga Draymond came over there on some, man, fuck this shit.
Bro.
Yo, that nigga ass.
Hey, hold on, but did you see what Rudy said after the game though?
What did he say?
Rudy said Steph wasn't playing and Draymond can't handle it when Steph ain't there. So he was just like, help me get out of here. That was Rudy Gobert said. They said Steph wasn't playing. They said Draymond don't like when Steph don't play. So I'm gonna get out of here.
That shit crazy as hell, boy.
That's wild, son. But yeah, you know what though? This is where my mind going with that. Not saying it was intentional. I ain't never gonna say a fight breaking out was intentional. But what I will say is, you don't think for 1 second NBA didn't like this shit?
Oh yeah, definitely.
From now on, every Minnesota Golden State game,
like
national TV, son.
Yeah. Like, but
national TV.
My thing was about it was just like I didn't understand like why Draymond did it though. So like, like why the hell home just
it was unnecessary.
He wasn't trying to break up shit though. Like he went straight home and down yoke on his ass, son.
That looked like he always had something against Rudy and was like, oh, I can get him now.
And see that shit go to a lesson where niggas don't know, shawty. When the nigga slap that yoke on your ass home, it's the only thing you can do. Cause that nigga went straight down. Swole, big tall ass nigga went straight down. That nigga had like this.
It looked like right straight and real shit though. You know what that look like? You ever seen them like in a video game or a movie like Assassin's Creed or something, and you got to kill somebody from the back? Like, you got to sneak up on him. It's like he was killing that, like he was stabbing him in the back. We couldn't see it, so
boy, that shit was funny. But he didn't resist that shit at all. Like that nigga went straight down. So
like he knew, he knew. Hey, he looked like he was like, damn, more than one person.
Hey, but I'm gonna get the West now. He had a look on his face like Rudy had a look on his face like, Shawty, what did I do to get into this shit? Like,
right.
He out like this, like
if you did see the way he went over to, he was trying to break it up. Like
that's what I'm saying.
He was trying to break it up. Yeah, I get that. Yeah, but
like
Draymond came over there like.
I was looking inside the NBA and what's the name was like Shaq was like, man, shit, he did what he supposed to do. He ride for his partner and shit like that. And Charles Barkley was looking at the nigga like, but he didn't do nothing to the nigga. Like he trying to break the shit up. Like, what would it cost that shit? Man, that slow shit. Nigga down was trying to break the shit up. He didn't grab the man and then Draymond with her like, hey, boy.
Yeah. Draymond came with that shit, man.
Getting rain on baby boy, huh?
Yeah. Hey, I seen the memes, show.
Yeah. Straight rain, like when they showed that part when he had him like them, like, damn, that shit do like rain, son.
All I can think about, hey, little Jody.
Can't swing for your mama. Nigga, I'm sitting there just like shouting, like Draymond, like I fuck with Draymond.
Yeah. Hey, he cool, but it didn't look good.
That shit, and just like what's your name said, Stephen A said he deserved to get suspended 10 games for that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Damn. But, I mean,
if you think about it, Shawty, the nigga that he came on them but bullshit, Shawty.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
He came on straight bullshit.
I agree with that, absolutely. And then it's you know what? It is early in the season too, so
yeah.
Well, 10 games, what, about 2-3 weeks?
Yeah.
And
it just like home, just like he just got some of that shit where I just gotta get this shit out, man. I'm finna go find me a nigga choking nigga, or I'm gonna find a nigga. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get this shit out.
Hey,
the
way it look, so hey, I'm like, now somebody got to do an investigation. Like, what has Rudy Gobert ever did to that man?
For that,
it's got to be something now, so like,
move through the whole melee looking for this nigga. Like, hey,
yeah.
A straight yoke move. It wasn't no pushing the nigga or get him out the way. And that nigga, like, he got electrocuted. So like, that nigga was that motherfucker like, hey, big, tall, 8 feet ass nigga, man.
Hey, cuz Rudy had that face like, this is it. If this how I go, this how I go. So, that's the face he had, cuz. Like, he had that face like, this is it. So, like,
he was looking like, hey, boy, I'm about to meet my ancestors. Hey, boy. That nigga, like, yo, boy.
Boy, like,
that shit was uncalled for. So I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep
it was. I didn't like it, but at the same time, if I'm the what's the you know, all these companies now have the departments of, like, you know, they got social media departments and the marketing departments where they take stuff like this, and they figure out how to turn it positive.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I'm in that office this morning, like, all right, let's go. Let's get we got one.
Y'all come late today. You already know what time it is. This is easy.
Yeah, this easy. We got one. Hey, look. Hey, when are they on the schedule all season? All season.
They just made that net match damn.
Oh man. They on the phone with ABC right now. We're not putting them games on ESPN. We're not putting them games on the NBA channel. Bro, them thing ABC, bro.
ABC, boy. Yeah.
And then next year, if Draymond and them still on the Warriors, Christmas Day. Hell. Because I don't know Christmas Day this year.
Well, come on now. You know Christmas Day is the day.
Yeah, and hell, that might be the first game of the year next year.
Exactly, boy. The first, but I'm telling you. And like, you remember what the shit he did? Shout out to Ant-Man from the city, man.
Yeah.
The nigga Ant-Man, he tried Ant-Man.
Oh, nah, see, yeah.
Ant-Man say, boy, nigga ain't stunning you, boy.
Hey, don't come that loud.
Yeah, ain't no 8 foot tall damn what is now Frenchman, nigga? He talking about nigga. And I ain't join pool, boy. Boy, we gonna get to it, boy.
Hey, that when the Warriors come to Atlanta, and you just see them random Timberwolves fans in the like, hey, why is a bunch of Timberwolves fans with black jerseys on?
with black Air Force Ones on, boy.
Hey, they ain't even playing here. So like, oh hell.
Got a whole season roll out there, boy.
Yeah, but hey, ain't gonna be a bunch of UGA fans out there. You like, God damn, what? UGA at a Warriors Hawks game? All right.
What are you going for? I'm going for Simpson Road. I'm going for Simpson Road. You know how the West Side nigga is. You know how the West Side nigga is, boy.
Yeah, we're gonna redirect that nigga to the bluff, so
nigga took boy down charter bus out there on the bluff at the bluff, but nigga just boy,
hey, so we don't know him to come that way when we come to Atlanta. You going that way today?
That way, the way y'all going?
Yeah.
The bluff, nigga.
Yeah. We gonna show you in a minute, son.
yeah, but I said, boy, that was Draymond on some other shit tonight, boy.
Crazy. And I knew
what shit, boy.
I knew everybody was gonna have a field day with that. I knew everybody was gonna have a field day with that.
About it. Cause when I first I couldn't believe it, y'all. When I first, I'm like, how did these niggas just get into it, y'all?
Yeah.
Okay, got into it so fast, y'all. Shit, they cleared the benches fast. I'm like, damn, boy.
Yeah.
Y'all nigga, boy, my team was ready, boy.
Yeah, at first, I'm like, dang, not another Malice in the Palace.
Yeah.
And that's a real talk. I don't think something like that will ever happen again unless you just
nah.
They too many it's too much security, all that. But
nah, they ain't gonna never let that happen.
They gonna I can see them coming down on Draymond pretty hard for that one.
Yeah, I was surprised that came down him early, boy.
Especially considering his history. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, what I'm saying, like it gotta be once every year that Draymond just he waking up.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, and then like people, you know what I'm saying? Like I look back at like Dennis Rodman. We grew up in the Dennis Rodman era.
Yeah.
In my mind, Dennis never did nothing that bad.
Dennis was pretty mild-mannered though. So Dennis didn't really. You ain't never seen Dennis do no crazy shit.
Like,
you know what I'm saying?
Nah. Yeah. Cause Dennis, I mean, he kicked the cameraman that one time.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff he did was like real quick out of frustration.
Yeah.
But it was never like, you know, it was never something where you was like, okay, like, you know, back then it was crazy.
Yeah, back then it was back then it was crazy.
Back then it was crazy. Then of course you looking at him too, like, did Jordan, did Jordan homeboy? He can't do this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and then you got to think about back then. You had niggas like Charles Oakley.
Yeah,
you had. I'm talking about niggas that were real on that shit. Like,
yeah.
The motherfucking clothesline nigga ass. Don't care.
And then too, I think too with the '80s and how hard the '80s were.
Yeah,
I think NBA in the '90s was like, you know, we don't want to have to deal with the way the bad boy Pistons was, and
like them niggas was on other shit back then.
And even the way, like, you know, not to make it a racial thing, but even the way the white boys was playing back then, like, you know, everybody was swinging back then. That was just normal, like,
it was just like, it was just you had to do that shit, like,
yeah.
Come in that middle, like trying to go in that middle, you gotta be able to down like, oh, boy, okay, this nigga finna club a nigga ass. You know what I'm saying?
And it didn't matter who. Like, it just like
they didn't give a fuck. Cause I was looking at I think I sent you that shit.
Mm.
Well, I'm trying to remember what player it was. He played in the '80s though. I forgot, but Now Green asked, he was like, man, so what you did with that first big check you got? Shit, nigga straight up, hey, bought some dope. I said, God damn. You say he went and bought him a key, boy.
Yo,
that shit was funny as a motherfucker, boy.
Hey,
so he put that shit in the street, boy.
Hey, look. Sidebar.
Boy,
I love when a grown man,
a
grown woman, or even a kid just answer something truthfully.
Yeah.
Regardless of how you gonna feel. Hey, just
man, like that.
Hey, bro, I just bought some dope.
And it's just like it is what it is, y'all. I bought yam. He said I had to flip it because I had to get my mama a house. That real talk. Like, what else you want? What else you want to say, nigga?
Hey, you can't get mad at these folks.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what can you say about a nigga who said, "Hey, home, my first check, I put that bitch in the street. I had to." Like,
hey, that's just like, you ever seen the dude? They was on the news somewhere. I want to say it was in the north somewhere, New York, Philly, one of them. They had this white guy. They were like, "Hey man, what you gonna do when you win the lottery?" That man buy a lot of hookers and cocaine. I said, bro. Hey, she tried to get out. She was like, "Okay." He's like, "Nah."
No,
that man is honest.
What did you cut it for? I said this shit Fuck you talking about when I get my bread? Then what you think I'm finna do with it?
Said, I'm buying a lot of hookers and cocaine. That's what I'm gonna do.
That's what I'm saying. That nigga say, hey.
I really, with that kind of money, I can do whatever the hell I want to.
Life.
That's all I want.
I hide it. It don't matter no more, no. Don't matter. That's what I'm saying.
Hey, and then it was so funny because you know how the newsreel will post it on Facebook or something. Yeah. The comment section, everybody said the same thing. Well, Louisiana, like,
leave him alone. Like, leave the man be, y'all. You know what he's finna do.
They like, hey, one dude was like, man, I hope I'm the drug dealer.
That's what I'm saying. You better go get your set, right? You know what I'm saying?
Hey, cuz, let me go. Hey, cuz, let me go cop a brick, cuz I know he coming.
Let me go re up and get home straight. He gonna be straight. Just like I'm saying.
Hey, the plug be like, man, you always come back straight. Hey, man, I got one.
Hey, but I ain't even answering that question. You always come back straight. Hey, man, let me get two. I ain't got time to be talking to you about that shit, nigga.
Hey,
get the fuck up.
Hey, he on the phone right now. Just go and give me.
That's what I'm saying. We sitting here talking. That man finna run out, man. Let me go get them man right. Yeah, fucking talking about. They trying to tell that bullshit you talking about, nigga. Trying to get together, man.
Hey, cuz, this nigga got 100 mil. You got about 20, 30 of that shit.
I don't even want that on credit, my nigga. Just give me these two I got. I got enough money for food. I'm coming back on four. You know what I'm saying? Nigga ain't got time for this shit. Nigga just, man. At least I looked at my check. Okay, did what I got. My mama need a house. I need a house. I gotta get a shit.
It what it is.
Let put this shit in the street. I know who to get their money to. Hey.
It would. Hey, that was. Isn't that what Jordan said when he first got to the Bulls?
Yeah. His shit, like, nigga, like, what the fuck you got to do with that shit, nigga? Looking at nigga rooms and shit, lame man, nigga. I walked in there, they had beer, they had women, they had cocaine. Shut your lame ass up, nigga. You should have been stuck there now.
Said the majority of the team was in there.
Niggas in here get right, nigga. Get right. Y'all niggas, what is you talking about? Get right, nigga.
Hey, cuz nigga said this shit ain't about wins and losses, nigga. Like, we getting that bread.
What you talking about, nigga? And just imagine, them boy brought on the phone, hey, man, shit, man, get over there and get them 30,000 from home, man. I'm trying to get my motherfucking money back. Let them snort this little pop, man. Fuck all that bullshit you talking about, man.
Hey, cuz, can you really, rest in peace to Lynn Bias and everybody that lost their life and everything that happened in the 80s. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody got a pops or a mom or somebody was affected by the 80s. Yeah. Can you imagine that time?
Yeah.
Like, it was cool having money in the 90s. It was cool having money in 2000. It's cool having money now. But can you imagine 80s?
Yeah.
Hip-hop first started, you know, if you're in New York, you going to see Dapper Dan and get your outfit made. Yeah. The BMWs, the hell, the Saab was dope. You got a Saab. Yeah. like
down here, you know, like town cars and shit.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? You got the new Mercedes driving, you got the Porsche driving, you got the big gold rope chains. You just like, and anywhere you go was a party. Like, as long as you got that powder,
as long as you got
that powder, it was a party, Shaw.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
you know what I'm saying? Yams in full effect then.
Man.
You know, the yams in full effect, but them niggas who were down like the hip hop age, them niggas had, just like you said, the rope chains and all that crazy shit, man.
And you had the depending on the city you was in, you might have been cool with the mafia.
Yeah.
Long as you played well, you was all right. You know what I'm saying? Like, you was all right. You ain't gotta worry about nothing. So like,
man, that shit crazy. But you really can put this time in the 80s. You really can put it at the same level, because it just crazy these days, man. Like,
the way these kids, bruh, look. Now, I don't remember too many songs about actually doing drugs in the 80s. Like,
yeah.
I remember Grandmaster Flash and them had that white lines, and then
little shit like that. Yeah.
The Public Enemy had Night of Living Bassheads, but I think that came out in like 90 or something. I could be wrong. But now these kids, since about what the 2000, 2010, maybe a little earlier.
Yeah.
We've been talking about popping pills for a long time.
To me, Sean, I think one of the first songs that really made that shit cool with that damn Fabo that geeked up. That Scotty Collins. That shit, I think that was the first one I was just like.
But let me also give prop. 3-6 Mafia in the 90s.
Yeah.
Them niggas talked about doing drugs all the time.
But see, that shit was shocking when them niggas were doing that shit.
Yeah, man, but they were still underground too, though. They
still, like that shit when my homeboy used to damn bring the tape to my house, we used to listen to that shit. I'd be like, you nigga talking about smoking cocaine and shit, and he like, what?
Yeah,
like,
they didn't even they didn't even hide it. It was just like that was they.
Yeah,
but like I said, they were the first group I ever heard like talk about actually doing drugs. Like everybody else, if it wasn't smoking weed, they were talking about selling dope. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's what I was saying. Like, that was some white boy shit back then. Like,
yeah.
I used to hear 3-6. They were talking about them, and it was just like when I first heard it, I got that part of like the early 3-6 shit when them niggas was on real devil worshiping shit. Well, I thought it was devil worshiping, and now
Hey, playing a role.
But they were playing from that was some white boy shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, cause
like some white player shit. You know what I'm saying?
I remember seeing concert footage. I forgot where they were. It was white boys.
Yeah, that was some white boy shit.
Everywhere. Like I'm like, damn, the 3-6, they white boy.
They were the first group. They were the first group like that to me. Like they were the first out of everybody. Like, ain't nobody in rap that did white boy shit like that. Like,
I mean, you had groups that had white fans. Like Wu-Tang had white fans.
NWA
white fans. The only other group I can think of was Cypress Hill, but Cypress Hill was just about you're not looking at smoking weed the same way you looking at snorting powder, like.
And that was like a hippie stoner type shit. These niggas like on some black metal shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you ever seen like Slayer and them death metal niggas? Like them niggas be happy. Like, they were kind of similar to that. Like they was on some scary devil worship shit. Like, and I was like, "Shot, I'm telling home like he like this shit hard." Cause he listen to the beats and listen to the music. He like this shit fire, boy. Like, shot boy.
Yeah, look to the words though.
like
words.
I couldn't just like I grew up on Ball and G.
Yeah.
UKNs, Too Short and shit like that. Nigga that talk about like
pimp player shit. Yeah.
Like real life shit to me. Like that shit real life. Like that shit.
Like even Tila and
like Tila and now Scarface and shit like that. Like
Do or Die in Chicago. I remember I got that Do or Die album. I'm like,
like Do or Die. Do or Die and
you know what I'm saying?
Trick Dad and shit like that. Like them niggas didn't rap about
yeah.
Like going to the cemetery and do it. I'm like, man, what this, man?
Like the crazy thing about when I first started listening to 3-6, and then I caught on Tear the Club Up. Then I went backwards.
Yeah.
And then I listened to the stuff before that, and I was like, yo, these dudes is bugging. But like I said, the beats were hard. Of course, they gave you that Memphis flavor, which is like the thing to go to now. You know what I'm saying? Like that, the beats and all that shit. But it was just like I never forget that. This is how I knew what they was on. There was the black kids that kicked it with the white folks.
Yeah.
Always on, you knew what they were doing. Like, you knew what they were doing. One no question what they were doing.
They were the first one like that.
When one of them was in the hallway, and he came up, he was like, "Said, man, you heard that new 3-6?" I was like, "Of course, I'm on it." He's like, "Man, And the first song he started talking about, one of the songs where they were talking about getting high. I said, "Oh shit."
Yeah. Yeah.
And then of course, you know, they had the song with Insane Clown Posse.
Yeah.
Insane Clown Posse invited them to that night of the Juggalos they had, that big concert they do where Insane Clown Posse, they invite only certain type of artists. Like they'll invite Cypress Hill, they'll invite, but they, you know, rock band, they invite them artists that like
kind of like
it's a certain type. Like
I say the other people were Tech Nine. Tech Nine was the other nigga
like Jay-Z's not going to Night of the Juggalo.
Nah.
Outkast, Goody Mob, they not going to Night of the Juggalo.
Nah, that ain't even their style. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But I heard they invited Meth and Red. That didn't go too well.
Nah, I know that shit.
But they said when they invited 3-6, oh yeah, that was right up their alley.
Yeah.
They said right up their alley.
Yeah. Like that's because I'm telling you, like that early 3-6 shit, that shit was
wow.
Man, I'm sitting there like, and like I the first couple songs, like, nah, this ain't for me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, because real talk, until Project Pat came out, Project Pat really like the player version.
That's when I started liking them.
Yeah, but he was the player of that whole Hypnotized Minds, all that. He was the player, like.
Cause Pat went with all that shit.
Nah, Pat said, he said, I'm gonna kill you and I'm gonna take your bitch.
Yeah, like Pat
or reverse the order. It don't matter.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But Pat, when like you hear his music, he ain't rapping about none of that shit. Like none of that.
And the great thing about Project Pat, I loved him when he first came out, but all these years later, I love him even more.
Yeah,
going back and listen to the Pat albums, I'm like, yo, this dude.
like he don't get the credit that he deserves. He really don't get the credit he deserves because he started really a lot of these niggas style, a lot of these niggas, especially out the South.
Yeah,
and like a lot of these niggas from the North who don't. A lot of the niggas from the North don't even know where they got that shit from. You know what I'm saying?
Some of their cadence and all that. Yeah.
Shit though, where you get a lot of up north niggas that sound like down south niggas and shit. They get from Project Pat, and they don't even be knowing that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Like Pat, and I see he get the appreciation now, and you can low key thank Drake for that because Drake kind of gave him props on a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
but like I you know like I said, I was listening to Mr. Don't Play about a week ago, and I was just like,
yeah,
this shit here, like, bro.
They get Green a fucking classic, man.
Yeah, his first three, Get It Green, Mr. Don't Play, and Laying the Smack Down.
Yeah, classic. Yeah,
crazy, but yeah, them but yeah, the NBA, they gonna have fun with this one, bro.
Oh yeah, this gonna be
going back. They gonna have fun with this one.
Man, I was trying to pull up the video shot of the girl. I think I sent it to you for the girl who was talking about damn. She ain't fucking with no she ain't letting no old nigga take youthful way or something. How you feel about that, man?
I'm keeping it buck. I'm not mad at her because in a split kind of way. That's how I looked at all the older ones.
Yeah.
Who trying to get the young boys.
Yeah. Exactly.
I looked at it the same way. Cause I'm like, and to me, get who you can get with. Like I ain't, who cares? Like long people of age do what you do.
Yeah.
But when people get a certain age and it's like they make it a priority to go get somebody younger, I just ask questions. I'm not saying it's wrong. Like, do what you do, but I just start asking questions like, hey, what you, what's the intent? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Because it's easy to be like, of course, the average man is attracted to the young girl. A 21, 22, 23-year-old. You look like attract a lot of dudes, It's nothing wrong with being attracted to a young girl. But again, you got to ask questions sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like, just I see her point. I put it that way. I see her point.
Yeah.
What you
like? It was just like she was just like, and it's to me. I think it just thinking logical. So like, you know what I'm saying? Like she said like, okay, now y'all got kids, y'all got 3-4 baby mamas now.
Yeah.
Y'all running around them motherfucker trying to damn. You want a girl with no kids, and it's just like I be saying nigga do that shit. Like I'll be like, Sean, how can if you got 3 baby mamas, how can you just say, Sean, I don't want no girl with a whole bunch of kids. I got a kid, and it's just like, she got to accept your kid, but you can't accept her kid. That crazy, son.
Yeah, and I totally agree. But that goes parallel to the whole single mother thing. A woman that got 2-3 baby daddies talking about I don't want to date no man with kids. It's like, whoa, huh? Like it just seems like, and this just to go deeper into it. It seems like there was a lot of people that did a lot of running around their 20s and 30s.
Yeah.
They done got to their 40s and 50s. And, the kids are probably older, whatever the case may be. And they trying to run back and get their youth. Like, let me hop back and try to go get this young person.
Yeah.
To try to, whether it's relive something or get a certain feeling back or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
But you kind of got to sit there and think like, dang, so you doing this young person, you're not doing them a favor.
Yeah, you definitely not.
If you really sit there and think about it, if you a person that's done having kids, like you don't want no more kids, you want to go off and get a house way out in the country and just settle down.
Yeah,
but you're trying to convince somebody they ain't even 25 yet. They ain't even seen life. Yeah, you're trying to convince them that hey, just settle down in the house. Like that's you play
and think that them folk acting crazy or acting funny when they don't want to do that or they start, you know what I'm saying, trying to explore their shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just like
exactly. So
why are you trying to and you being older, you know better.
Right.
Know better. Come on now.
Not only that, a lot of those older people wouldn't advise their kids to do the same thing.
Yeah, like that shit crazy, so cause just like, and to me, like a woman who screams, I don't want to fuck with no nigga with no kid. Like they can't have a one child. They got more than one child. Like I can't fuck with shit like that. To me, as a person with more than one kid, I'm thinking like that disrespectful. Like, bitch, you think you really gonna meet my kid? Like, bitch, you ain't gonna you know how long it's gonna take you to meet my kid, ho?
Right.
You know how long it's gonna take you for that shit.
Right, real talk.
I don't want nobody around my motherfucking kid like that. Bitch, I barely
Nah, real talk. Like the thought that people are out here dating and like there was a video out and I meant to send it to you. I scroll by a lady brought her kid on a date. Like do like first date, second date, something. I'm just like, and I understand, as a parent, it's a tough game for single parents. I get it. Like especially single mothers, I get it. But you got to ease your way in that. So I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's one thing. It's one thing you dating a person and they know you have a child, cool. But you automatically introducing a child, nah, fam.
That's crazy to me, Sean. That's crazy to me, Sean. I don't want you to see my kids, Sean. Like, I don't know you, Sean. Like that was my thing about the shit. It's just like I know what her name says. Red got a song, just my son need a new dad or some shit like that.
Crazy.
And it's just like, you really think that niggas out here trying to just find a stepmom for their kids? Some niggas is, but most niggas I know, like, bitch, no, like I don't know you. You can be a child molester. You can be anything.
And the sad thing is, I will say this, and this is just, I can't say every man think like this, but I know a lot of dudes think like this or had it mindset. A lot of time when dudes mess with single mothers, they know, okay, she at least fucking.
Yeah.
So the mindset is, okay, she looking for somebody.
Yeah.
Whether it's to actually be with or just to have somebody around.
Yeah.
And so I think a lot of dudes, whether consciously or subconsciously, they know, okay, if you mess with chick, she said she got 2 kids. All right, cool, we can kick it. Like, and in her mind, she's thinking, okay, this could be something, yada yada. But the dude thinking, shit, I'm just here for a good time right now. Like, ain't no telling what could happen. But the first thought in his mind is, hey, so we can kick it. Like, you look good.
Yeah.
You look, especially like some women, they look, look good for having kids. And so dudes just be like, all right, she's straight. I mess with them. Yada, yada, yada. Because the whole thing that nobody wants single mothers, that's some bullshit. Because
I can't believe that. I can't believe that they actually putting that out there like that.
Yeah, that's some bullshit. Now, yeah. Now to say, now I will agree that single mothers just don't have hellified options as far as men that want to be with them, as far as like marriage and stuff like that. I give you that. But just outright saying, man, no dude wants single mothers. I don't know.
That's a lie.
I don't know.
And see, the thing is with that, it's a lot of men out here that will take your kids in and treat them like yours, treat them like, but them ain't the niggas that they want. You know what I'm saying? Like,
for the most part, I agree with you. Yeah.
Like, because if you want them type of niggas, then it's niggas out here, you know what I'm saying? They're coming down, you know what I'm saying, take care of the kids, and they don't have no problem with it.
Right.
But if you want the, you know what I'm saying, like Carlo Miller said some shit, it was true. He was like, a lot of women now out here want a 6-foot nigga, play football. He got to do karate. He got to know how to draw. He got to know how to rap.
Yeah. Gotta be Tupac. Gotta read poetry. Gotta have a degree. And
on top of all that, he gotta have, and he gotta accept your kid.
Right.
You're like, okay,
right.
In this fantasy scenario, he ain't got no kids. He got to know all this shit. He got to be fine. He got to be tall. Got to do all this shit. Have make $800,000 a year and shit like that. And he got to take your kid and raise your kid like his kids.
Right. That's a lot.
And I'm like, damn, that's a lot of shit that you asking for, Sean. Like,
now, and then the further that, the dude, the guy, he really, for a guy that got that much going on for himself,
yeah,
he's considering a single mother as a top option.
Yeah.
And I hate to put it like that because, like I said, like what the boy name? PJ Washington.
Yeah.
He just married his new girlfriend, whatever. She was a single mother.
Yeah.
The boy that used to play for the Cowboys, he married Drayond, or I don't know if they were married or what. But Drayond had a kid. Old girl Evelyn off of Basketball Wives.
Yeah.
She ain't never been short of having no dude. She was a single mother. Erica Mena, single mother.
Hey, we in. You gotta kind of start expecting that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Because think about it too. Once you hit your 30s and your 40s and you start dating, and you're dating a woman in her 30s, you gotta at least be like, all right, okay, you know.
Exactly. Like we approaching the part, the state where shit, you gotta start expecting these motherfuckers to have high schoolers. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, in college students.
College, yeah. You know, cause a lot of women had kids early.
And it's just like, if you, my thing is with that shit, man. It's just like me as a father. If I was a single father, ain't nowhere in hell like I can't. I wouldn't even know how to feel to down just bring somebody new into my kid life just off the rip. Like, well, hey, this my friend said, and you going on different events with us, and it's just like them folk like,
nah,
folk like,
nah.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, no way.
And I'm just deboing you into the situation. It's just like, nah, that's it.
Right.
Like,
ain't no way.
You got to get to know me first before you even think about my kid. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy.
And then too, think about it. As you get older, your whole vetting process is different. So the stuff you was looking at in your teens and 20s, in your 30s and 40s, you're not looking at people like that. You looking at them like, hey, all right, like I keep hearing these women talking about, oh, I look a certain way, or I do this in the bedroom, yada yada yada. Real men gonna get over your looks real quick.
Yeah, like
okay, shawty, you look good, cool. Let's move past that. What else you got going on, folks? Because
after you hit the pussy 10 times, let me say I just give a round number like 10. Yeah, say you hit 10 times. You don't did everything you want to do with the pussy.
Right.
Like you don't dog the pussy, you don't have fun with the pussy, you don't made love to the pussy, you don't did everything.
Right.
So next I'm starting to like, okay, most niggas will say shit, okay, is that enough? That's all, or what I'm gonna do next? What's the next thing? You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's where that suck come in at.
Yeah.
That's what that suck. That's when it's like, okay, I actually like her. Like I like hanging out with her.
Yeah.
She do this for me. I don't mind doing this for her. She got goals, and if certain dudes care about that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Got goals, and that's where like even main thing is like, just can you even just kick it with them?
Yeah.
Beyond the sex.
Yeah.
Like if every time you with her, all you thinking about is sex, then all right. But if you want to be around the person, that's the stuff you really start thinking about as you get older. So that changed the game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As far as when you younger, everybody horny then. Like
and
like,
then it's some time where niggas just stupid horny. Like you know how that shit is. Nigga just stupid horny. Like nigga just be stupid. And a lot of people get accused for them being in that dumbass state. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like sometimes that shit be so hard to tame that shit. You feel what I'm saying?
But it's not the thing I don't like, and I've had several conversations with women back in the day about this. Women be just as horny as these young dudes are.
Yeah, I know.
We didn't go through our 20s having to always convince a girl or a woman. We had to go through all these hoops just to convince some girl to have sex with us.
Yeah.
Every 1 out of 3 times it came damn easy. Like first date, you ain't put no work in. You ain't ran no game. You ain't did none of that shit. And the girl looking at you like, "What's up? What we doing?"
And you sitting there just like, "Damn, I ain't know that she wanted to fuck on the first
night." It crossed your mind, but you trying to be respectful. You know what I'm saying? Like you ain't trying to seem desperate for none of that. The girl looking at you like, "What's up? What we doing?"
Cause more time you expecting like, okay, I would like to hit the pussy on the first night, but
of course, yeah,
to have a night date,
right?
Go check for something and go on by, you know what I'm saying, going home.
You especially if you somewhat like her, you cool with 3, 4, 5 dates hanging out.
Yeah, like
on the phone.
That's what you got in your head.
Yeah, it's cool. If and when it happened, cool. Like, all right, cool. We doing this. We getting into it. We dating, yada yada. But man, I can't tell you how many times.
Man,
first time hanging out.
That usually be the time where it always happen. The time when you, damn, child, I ain't even expect this shit. You know what I'm saying?
You weren't trying none of that. Like you scrambling for a condom because you was trying to be respectful. So.
You just like, I gotta stop by the gas station.
So I'm like, hey, like, damn, I ain't even think that was about to go. It literally it happens, and I hate the narrative that all these boys out here just horny young boys and
it's horny that can't control. They
don't know what to do, and women just out here just being preyed upon. Stop it.
Yeah,
stop it.
And that's another thing. That's another thing about they just like the condom shit. I was talking about that shit one day. I'm talking about a condom, and she was just like, you know what I'm saying, niggas out here using rubber. I'm just like,
yeah,
you man, it's a lot of time that I done had sex with women and that. No folk don't even talk about this shit. Condom didn't even pop up in there about fucking. Like, no folk down trying to fuck something.
Hey, look, I would never forget this. And stop in a minute, but there was the scene in Why Did I Get Married, where the dude had told his homeboys he cheated, and Tyler Perry tried to hit him with the Tyler Perry character had hit him with the yeah, that's why, men out here cheating. That's the reason why women got the new emerging case of HIV and all that. And I said, I get what you're saying, but that's only a part of it.
Exactly.
Because, and this is through my experience, and I know I'm pretty sure with you and a lot of dudes I know, there are a lot of times we'll lay down with a chick and she ain't say nothing about no damn condom.
Nothing.
Not only that, I can't tell you how many times I've known women who were messing with multiple dudes at one time.
Yeah.
So is that one guy's fault? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
There was a lot of situations where two people, having sex, he cheating and she cheating. So,
yeah. See,
so it's like
they never put them scenarios into a lot of that shit though.
Nah, and look, I'm all for men taking accountability for our bullshit because it needs to happen. You know what I'm saying? But to put these big situations, especially in the black community, all on one party, I can't get with it. I'm gonna speak out about it every time. Like, you not gonna sit here and tell me AIDS and HIV, STDs is all because niggas out here just sticking their dick in everything, and these down low niggas and women just they don't know what's going on. Like, nah, fam, hell no.
And then they got that shit off for like, they got that shit off for a good, I'd say from 06 to like, I say like 2012, something like that. They got that shit off. That down low men shit. They got that shit for a good little minute, boy.
Oh yeah, they was going off. They was really trying. Like I know gay niggas, it ain't that many. Like,
exactly. Like,
it ain't that, especially with women and how intuitive women are. You can't convince me all these women goddamn catching shit because they fucking a nigga that's fucking dudes. So like, no.
You know what I'm saying? Like the same gay nigga, they just like, okay.
Nah, fam. Like a lot of women out here are moving foul the same way a lot of dudes are.
Exactly. Like, that's just what it is, Sean. It's the normal game, Sean.
Like, just like hell, Maury Povich proved that.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
You know how many women were on that show and they done tested 5, 6, 7 dudes for one child? What was you doing?
Like, working at the same spot, everybody at the same spot. And you got everybody at that motherfucker.
Everybody tagging it.
Yeah, but shit like that, man, it's just like I be sitting there like, man, that shit, man, just it's crazy, man. Cause it's just like these niggas, and just like the whole like the men versus women podcast and shit. Like,
yeah,
this shit is a whole industry now, man.
It is. Like I forgot what I was watching, but and I've been saying this for a long time. There will never be peace as long as people are profiting off chaos.
Yeah, yeah.
There will never be peace. It's so much money made in chaos. What the hell we need peace for?
Exactly. For real.
Like,
this shit, and then you gotta think about the shit. At the end of the day, this shit entertaining though, man. Like,
it's entertaining.
A lot of people are entertained by this shit.
Especially if a person can make good points that can make one side look bad.
Yeah.
That's when it's really like, cause like the young lady, she made a good point.
Yeah.
About, older men. Now, of course, these dudes about to make hella YouTube videos going at her head. You know it's coming.
Yeah.
You know it's coming. They about to go in her head by that one.
But I meant to say you said you something else from that same interview. Well, home with saying like because of the way you look. They're the same thing. Like when I was looking at Po Mind podcast.
Yeah,
they were saying the same shit. They were saying like, and she said the same shit too. She was like, if he was like, man, you a nice looking woman. You know what I'm saying? He kept saying feminine. Like, what you need to be more feminine and shit like that. Like you too aggressive.
Right.
Like if I were ugly, fat and ugly, you wouldn't care about what I would think. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
And it was just like,
yeah,
you have to put that in this. You got to put that in the conversation. Like, like with the poor man, like the only reason a lot of niggas look at them because they look good. And then once you start listening to them, you like, man, they funny. You know what I'm saying? They be talking about some crazy shit.
Yeah, they do.
A chance.
Yeah.
But niggas ain't really trying to pay no understanding from a bitch he ain't really fucking with like that.
That's true. That's true.
I mean, that's just what it is, Sean.
That's just what it is. That's true. I agree.
Like that is what it is.
Yeah, because did you happen to see I saw a clip of their little live show. You know, they on tour now.
Yeah.
And old girl was twerking on the stage. I'm like, yeah, that's why dudes are there. If any dudes are there, that's why they there.
Exactly. Like
call it what it is. So, like,
and it's just like I heard some of the other women podcasts just like, you know what I'm saying, how they blow up so fast, like they blowed up faster than this podcast. And then just like that other podcast, no disrespect to them ladies, but did you see these folks? Come on,
right?
Now. Like,
right, because and a lot of them they just talking.
Yeah,
and that's fine. Like if your podcast is more intellectual, cool. Because I'm with that too. I'm all for the high level conversation type thing. But let's keep it funky about about the world we live in.
Yeah,
sex sells, and sometimes it's unfair. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sometimes it's real unfair that's the route we going.